A day of celebrating Caribbean culture turns into an afternoon of violence. 5 people shot along the parade route at the New York Caribbean Carnival Parade in Brooklyn. 2 of those victims are in critical condition tonight, and the shooter is still on the run right now. The shooting marred what had been a day of celebration for people of Caribbean and West Indian cultures. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is live at Grand Army Plaza in Prospect Heights with the very latest. Sonia.
Yeah, Liz, you would think something like that would disrupt the parade, would interrupt the parade, but that is definitely not the case. It is still winding down here on this beautiful evening. You can see that people came out to celebrate and are not about to let the violence get in the way. They are determined to enjoy themselves, and the last floats are coming up Eastern Parkway. But right now, 5 people are recovering from gunshot wounds, and the NYPD is asking for any video that can help them solve this crime.
We need that video. We are going to solve this, but it's going to take a lot of work.
The NYPD Chief of Patrol says the department has put in an incredible amount of work all holiday weekend already, keeping the area as secure as possible for Juve and the parade, which until this afternoon had been safe, following a safe week leading up to it.
However, today, one person intentionally going after a group of people tried to ruin the day for everybody.
That intentional shooting from a divider between the parade route and the service road of Eastern Parkway, where people gathered to watch, it was so loud with the thumping rhythms of the Caribbean carnival music that people would not have heard the shots to run for cover. As police say, one male suspect fired at a group of people here between Classen and Franklin Streets, the bullets wounding 4 male victims and 1 female. We don't know their ages yet, or if anyone was the intended target.
When you fire a gun into a large crowd, we got to figure out who is intended, who is not. We do not know that right now.
Yeah, the chief says they do not believe that there is an active shooter on Eastern Parkway, but the reality is that there is someone who fired very intentionally and deliberately at someone who is still on the loose. The question is who and why. And of course, you heard their appeal for that video and information. Anyone with information, they're asking to call 800-577-TIPS, which of course you always have the option to keep anonymously. We're live at Grand Army Plaza in Prospect Heights. Sonia Rincon, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Sonia, thank you. Well, this violence.
Hello, welcome to episode 103 of Just My Opinion. And this one I'm entitling Parade of Pain. Five shot after a gunman opened fire into a crowd attending the Caribbean Day Festival. Crown House, Brooklyn. 5 people were shot after the suspect opened fire into a crowd. The police say the shooting was intentional and towards a group of people. The suspect stood on the cement divider on Eastern Parkway and fired into the crowd, who were watching and attending the parade. This was not random. This was an intentional act, says Chief of Patrol John Schiller. Reports of the shooting happened on Glasson Avenue and Eastern Parkway. Most of the vendors was near the shooter at the time, but didn't notice what happened. I was busy cooking. I didn't hear it because of the loud music, said Dwight Davis, a vendor at the attended the festival. Oh God, this is another. Let's get this out in the open. This is a bad and tragic situation. A dead celebration celebrating the heritage of Caribbean and West Indian people. But was a joyous day and a festival celebrating their heritage gets marred by violence. While innocent people who come out to enjoy the festivities in the parade were shot and injured. All praises due to Allah. Only 5 people were injured. When you open fire on a crowd like that, potentially way more people could have been hurt. Some people could have been unalive. As of now, there's no reports of fatalities. No one is died, which is a total blessing. But we got to do better. We can't go to a crowded place where innocent people are there celebrating and enjoying the festivities. And because I have a beef with you, I'm going to shoot in the crowd and endanger everyone. Why? We have to do better. We have to do better. Got to bring it to where even if we have a conflict at these type of events, let it be a fist fight. The police can intervene and stop it. The parade can keep going. No one's going to the hospital. No one's getting hurt. We have to do better. This is just, it's unacceptable. It's harking back to me to when the Kansas City had their parade. Kansas City Chiefs had their parade to celebrate their Super Bowl championship. There was a mass shooting there. People shooting in the crowd there. This is when we safe. You're not safe at parades. You're not safe at the hospital. You're not safe at school. You're not safe at work. Like, come on. We have to do better. We have to learn to resolve our problems without shooting. And if we do decide to shoot, don't do it inside of a crowd of innocent people. Let's don't bring innocent people into this type of stuff because they're not the ones you had the beef with, the drama with. This is just, I pray that the people injured recover. I pray that the next time they have a parade anywhere, whether it's New York, Chicago, LA, Philadelphia, Baltimore, that this just senseless violence just, because I could have been there, you could have been there, just to enjoy the festivities. You could have wound up being hurt or losing your life. Think about that. You go somewhere to celebrate, taste the food, enjoy the music, socialize with the people. Maybe you may be showing your Caribbean pride or heritage. You're a Caribbean-born person. And this is what we have happened. Like, come on, guys. Come on. You can't allow this to keep happening. And I say the police are doing the best they can. They're giving the sure size of the crowd, it's going to be difficult to limit these things. This is just disappointing, pressing, because it feels like nowhere is safe. Anything you go to attend or celebrate, it's a possibility you can be shot or hurt. This is crazy. This is totally crazy. We got to do better. We have to do better. The resilience of New York City and the people of Brooklyn and the people that came to celebrate was on display yesterday. Because after the shooting, they still went on the parade with the parade. They wasn't going to let one stupid person stop the thousands that came there to celebrate their heritage and enjoy the festival and enjoy the parade. They wasn't going to let that happen. And I applaud them for standing tall and standing together in the face of violence. That you're not going to ruin one person, a few persons, not going to rule for many. This is an annual event that's attended by thousands. And there's some people that maybe not from New York City that came here to celebrate. They said, no, I still want to enjoy the festivities. I applaud the city of New York. I applaud their resilience. We got to do better, though. We have to do better. Period. Thanks, like, share, and subscribe. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Abu Saeed Amin. Also, be on the lookout for my podcast, Fourth and Goal. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you.
Abu